All right, hello and welcome back. We're going to get ready to talk about prices. So what are prices? Prices are basically where supply and demand intersect on the graph. So as we continue to look at prices, this is actually going to include a lot of information. So make sure you read over it. Now, here's the big thing that you need to understand is that we are actually going to combine supply and demand. As you can tell, it's going to form an X. So if you look at your downward sloping demand curve and your upward sloping supply curve, when you put them together, they do form a point in the middle where the X intersects. This is the point that we're going to actually call the MPC, the market clearing price, or the market clearing quantity, the MCQ. Now, this will also be known as the equilibrium. So there's a couple different names for it, but right where they intersect is going to be the market clearing price. At this point, there is no leftover price and no leftover quantity. The market is completely at equilibrium. This happens very, very, very few times. You're going to go into a market or into a place, a store. Rarely are you going to be the last person that wants that item and there's only one item left on the shelf. Most of the time, we're actually going to be at disequilibrium. A disequilibrium is where we're either going to be producing above the equilibrium or below the equilibrium. If we are above the equilibrium, this is going to create more supply than we are going to create demand. So if we look at this example with the price floor, we'll get to price floor in a little bit, but if we look at the example of price floor at $15, there's actually 5 things that are demanded and there are actually 15 things supplied. So there's actually a surplus of 10 items. So there are 10 items left on the shelf. Now, what is a price floor? A price floor is basically a natural place that the government or some other identity puts the price and makes it fixed, so it cannot go below that price. So in this example, the price is stuck at $15. When it's stuck at $15, it actually creates a natural surplus. The price cannot go down. The price wants to float down to the equilibrium, but in this example, it cannot. Now, if we actually go down to the next one, the price ceiling example, if we look at the price ceiling example, you're actually going to see the price is set at $5. So at $5, we go across till we hit our first curve, which is the supply curve. We're actually supplying only 5 items at $5, but at $5, we're actually demanding 15 items. This is what we're going to call a shortage. This happens more often. A shortage is where the price is too low and there's high demand for those products. In this example, a price ceiling, again, is where the government will set a maximum price for an item. The price cannot go above a certain number. Remember, the price in a price ceiling wants to try to reach the equilibrium. In this case, it actually creates a shortage. So more people want that item than is available. All right, that is price ceiling and price floor with surplus and shortage.